Hey everyone, it's Carrie. We are at Hobby Lobby today in Claremont, Florida. We're going to go in, we're going to check out what's new. If you are new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back everyone. I'm happy you're here. I hope you're all having an amazing week so far. Real quick reminder, the name of the channel is changing next week to Shopping with Carrie. And in order to make comments going forward as of next week, you have to click subscribe. There's no cost to it. It's free. It just makes sure that you are part of the channel. And that's if you want to be part of the channel and you want to be part of the giveaways and the different things that we do. Just make sure you click subscribe. All right, let's get to it. This chair has a very kind of like antique look to me, like something I would have seen back in the 70s, maybe 60s. Oh, y'all, that means I'm an antique. Here we go. All right, we've got really cool USA items here. All the Patriotic. That's one of those kind of checkerboard layer floor mats that you can put and then put your core mat on top of it. There's some good selections. We're gonna check out what's new in this area. Last time we were in, they were still stocking the shelves. All right, we've got all of our party entertaining paper plates, napkins, plasticware. So this one has the small flags on it. $5 for this pack. The paper plates. And then we've got the napkins and paper plates with the big, large single flag on it. Party favor bags there to the right, paper straws to the left. This plate's kind of cool. Very ruffly. They have both the dinner size on this one, $7, and the salad size. We've got silicone molds right there with the stars. These are the clips that are going to hold your tablecloth down to your picnic table. Sorry, I'm competing with lawn mowing outside as I edit. So it's like that or music. Which paper plates do you like best? I think I kind of like these. And then we've got our cupcake picks over here, $2 for that pack. And the stars. Those would be kind of cute to mix and match. Then we've got cupcake papers. And then that is a table runner up top that's made of that like felt type material. We've got our parade fringe. Ooh, I kind of like these cupcake picks. They just look like little fireworks. A little chip and dip. So I want you to notice there's a gap down on the bottom inside there. You can fill the base with ice. So that's going to help keep things cold in that particular dish, which I think is super smart. It's not insulated though, but it will buy you some time. Our party cups, our drink cups. This is a large, I would say like a serving. It's a paper like maybe salad bowl or chips. Maybe chips would be better in that one. Our to-go containers or to bring, like what are you bringing to the picnic? The little bakers here, these are red. And I love that a lot of things like, so if you're buying things that are just solid red or just a simple red stripe, those can carry over to Christmas. They can carry over to Valentine's. So don't throw them out if you have extra, just bring them forward to the other holidays. Different. I like these. I love the idea of having the two flags that flank the front door. I don't have space like that on either side of my front door, but I do love the look. More little paper trays, and then these are just containers down there. You could use those for decoration or storage. We've got some trays. That's a big tray. I think these are really fun. The paper fans, I love that look. These are sculpture balloons. I do believe this is what you would use for making, you know, different like shapes, animal balloons, things like that. Or any of you, can any of you do that? Let me know in the comments. My balloon techniques go about as far as blowing them up and tying them. That's it. We've got some fun stars and little USA for the front yard. This is a pack of balloons, the square balloons. At first I thought it was a game. Got another plastic tray in there, and then all sorts of different little sprinkles. Way up top, there's some other decor, but I do love those pillows. Can you see the pillows with the big bow? I thought those were super awesome. We've got some outdoor area rugs. Lots and lots of garlands. We looked at some of those last week. We have all the different wreaths over here. Those are $10, I think. The price tag was just maybe sitting right there. It looks like it, I don't know. I don't know if that fell from something or if that is, or if those are $10. This one is $20. This is that burlap type of material. And we've got $2.50 for this garland. These over here are the ones that are made of those wood shavings. Those are super clever. Those are $30. I wonder if those are machine made. I've got so many questions on these. I love this little kind of zigzag cut on there. So that is a star. It's $7. Let's see if I can reach this up here. This one also $7. So we've got the 250, we've got USA, we've got little stars down here. This one is $4.50. These are $3 each. It's a lot of different picks. They've got feather picks over there also. $4.50 for that garland. These are adorable. They're metal. $3 for this one. The little cupcake was also $3. Little miniature spinners. So these have little stars in here. So there's blue, there's red in there. So it is red, white, and blue. $4.50 for this pick. This one also has little stars inside. Let me see, $4.50 for this one. Ooh, I do love these. They look like little kind of ribbon curlies. The blue has little white stars. The red and white stripe, that's one that could hold over to Christmas too, right? Kind of multi-purpose. Those are $3 each. These are, whoops, we got really, I was trying to shake it enough, but I couldn't completely untangle it. I didn't want to tug and pull, because if you tug and pull, you'll break. You're better off sometimes just wiggling until things loosen up. It's very cute. That one is, woo. I think those were also $3. $2.50. Yeah, most of these in here, $2.50, $3, kind of the price on the picks. See, they get super they get super tangled with each other. So just don't tug and pull, because if you tug and pull, you'll break them. I think the rockets might be the rockets and the firecrackers. I love using like the look of firecrackers for decor. Like these are absolutely beautiful to me. It's little red, white, and blue firecrackers, and they've got their little sparklers off the top. I love those. I also love the little ice cream bars. Those are adorable little fillers or scatters, however you want to use those. Then we've got more of the curly Q down here. These have a little bit more of a glittery look to them. We've got our red, white, and blue flowers. All right, everyone, don't have a fit over what's next. I know everyone has big feelings when things from the fall are in the stores a little bit early. So there is a lot actually in the store. Craft stores do this because they get ahead of things that people need to make for craft fairs and things like that. So we already know Hobby Lobby is going to do this. And you know what? If you want to decorate for fall right now, who are we to stomp on your happiness? Go get your pumpkins. Whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy, be darn what people say. I've got some little Highland cows here, some cute little items. All these little, I call them kind of like knickknacks. Do you call them trinkets, tchotchkes? What do you call, what's your word for all these little things? Sunshine and daisies. We've got some farm items over here that are adorable. I love a good red barn, and wow, that price tag is itty bitty. You are my jam. That might be really cute if you put that together with a little like breakfast gift set that has some jams in it. Okay, this is solar, which means this little birdie lights up, so $20. Interesting. Does anyone have that? Does it glow? I bet it's pretty. I've got some lake time items over here. These are ceramic birds. Those are really pretty. And then our little cows and our little piggy is absolutely adorable. Oh my goodness, even the birds have little mushroom hats. Oh, she's got this cute little yellow hat on. I love that. We had a whole little section of flamingos over here. Sorry about the yard noise out there. My neighbors are getting their yard work done today, so I think some of that noise is coming through on the microphone. Adorable, adorable flamingos. I love them. They are my favorite bird. This one is all of that wood material. That one is, was that $7? Sorry. The price tags on some of the items are so small that I typically can't see it through the camera. And I've tried doing audio in the store. I might sometime do a section of audio in the store just to show you all how much sound is actually picked up in the store. That's how I started doing all the audio at home. It was just so difficult in the stores. Just with people shopping, right? The announcements and things like that. I love that windmill. Oh, that's sweet. Lots of Western, and then oh, that's really pretty too. I'm trying to see this one here. This is a very heavy sign. I was going to pick it up and show you what was behind it, but I was unable to do that one-handed. It was too heavy. That was a little bit more on the solid wood side than I expected. It's a cute sign. There was something floral tucked up under, kind of behind it. So tomorrow's video, Thursday, is I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of the shopping from Ballard Designs. We're going to look at some of the outdoor items. So it's a little bit of a shorter video than the first one was, but has some amazing, amazing items to take a look at. And then Friday, I will have home goods for you. And spoiler alert, I did find the tray, that 2-tier marble tray that one of you tasked me. I've got the SKU number and everything for you, so I'll put that in Friday's video. Also, Margaret, I sent you an email. You still have not opened your gift card that I sent from the last giveaway. Check your spam folder. You just kind of go through there and just put in the search in your email that just says home goods, and it should search it. If you have a hard time getting to it or figuring out how to get to it, send me an email to the channel email, and I will try to walk you through that. We'll try to get that. Make sure you get your gift card. You won that, so I want to make sure you get that. That's kind of our what's going on. And those of you that watched the Walmart video, you got to see my back patio and my giant tomato tree that is on my, y'all, it's literally, it's 5 foot tall. I don't know what happened. I repotted it and it just exploded and it grew, and I've never in my life grown a tomato tree that tall. Oh, this is pretty. There's a fox right there. Very, very pretty. Oh, we will also have fabric towards the end of this video. So for my friends that always like to look at fabric, there will be fabric towards the end of this video. And then as we know that Hobby Lobby is going to be transitioning to fall, what are your feelings on seeing fall items early? Let's kind of have that conversation. I know some people are going to say absolutely not, but there will come a point in the store, honestly, probably somewhere in July, that it will be difficult to avoid all of that. So maybe we just need to prepare ourselves, get ourselves in the headspace that like July is October. Because here we are in May, and May is July with all of the July 4th items. So I understand why they do it from a crafting perspective. I love these wind spinners. There's a resort here called Coronado Springs that has huge wind spinners outside, and y'all, I could sit there all day and watch them. They're just so calming. Beautiful lemon artwork with those little, I think it almost looked like it was yellow roses, but I think it was a little lemon tree. No, it's definitely flowers. I can see that below. I love this little flamingo having some tea. It's a very pretty frame on that one also. This one has some stamps, or a print of stamps. Let me see if I can bring this here. I'll kind of bring this down a little bit in the light so you can read this one. I love the colors in that piece. Very, very pretty. So this artwork is all the artwork that's over on the spring side. This piece is funny. There were actual plastic pearl looking, that's what, like her bracelet that looked like it was pearls. It was plastic, but it was dimensional. So see what I'm saying? There's going to be a lot of fall. So he says, hello, hi, I'm here early, no foul, no harm, right? We're gonna do this. But in the meantime, let's look at some fun crafts for the spring and summer. This one is $12. The little yard gnome. I'm kind of team gnomes, kind of sort of scare me. Some of them have grown on me. I do love this tic-tac-toe set. I think that would be super fun to personalize, have out on the back patio. So although this one is for spring, it is interchangeable for all of the holidays. I love that. This is little kitchen rolling pins. Oh my gosh, the high top shoes and the bow right there, that's so, so Gen X. I love that. I will buy a lot of these crafting items in here and do these with my grandson. Super fun. This is all a bamboo. I like this one. So $70 for that one. These tables I searched everywhere. They were not price tagged, but I do think those are really fun side tables. Next time I'm in, if I find those, I will let you know. That one is $168 for that table. And then up top, this could be a bar cart, it could be a table. How are you going to use this to decorate? I kind of love this. This one is $70. So that is bamboo, also coordinates with that shade or room divider. I do like that they have these little kind of like vignettes over here that show like lamps and furniture and art kind of together. That lamp, $50. It's very reasonable for that one. And that would be really pretty in an entry table. That one is I think it's $128 on that one. Oh, I do like these. This black and natural woven, those would be gorgeous on the patio. $77 for those. You could also totally use those inside, but to me that felt like a very much outdoor type of item. The detail on these drawers is very pretty. This one, $161 for that item. I thought this piece was really cool. Basically $170 for that one. I love that it had the big wheels on the bottom. That's anywhere from like industrial decor to farm, however you want to use that. It would also make a really good island if you've got a small kitchen but don't have an island but just want that space. That would fit incredible. It's $110 for that nightstand. I like the scallop design on that one. $50 for that one up top. Then they have the matching kind of side table there, or what would we call that? $60 for this one. Sorry, like a entry table. This table, they did not have a price on it. I looked around and then I realized later it might have been way, way down on the bottom and I missed it. It was really cute though. That says she is a wildflower, just in case the camera doesn't pick it up. I love the tropical right here. I love this pink sky and those palm trees. I think that's so pretty. These cabinets have very pretty doors on those. It was $140 for that one. This one is $160. This one has drawers on it. We will browse through a little bit in the art department. Did not look like there was too much new. Cute little mushroom right here. The next big piece that I'm going to show you, we've got a floral down here, but this one to the left, it's like $130. There was no picture to it. It was just kind of color and texture. And I'll be honest with you, I feel like you could make something like that with your own colors on a canvas for much less. I just didn't really see the point in that piece. Let me know if you think I'm wrong on that. I always love the William Morris pieces. I think those are really fun. I end up seeing a lot of these pieces as I walk through different model homes and homes that are staged. All right, we'll zoom through here, take a look at these. That's a very pretty forest picture right there. Did I notice that sign? It said always 40% off. Has it always been 40% off? Or have we just, since it's like always 40% off, now we're just saying it's always for... Y'all, I don't think a year ago, I'm going to have to go back and watch some of my old videos. I don't think it's always been 40% off. I think it used to roll in rotation. You know what I'm talking about? How every couple weeks, you know, certain sections would be 40% off. And now this says always. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. Butterflies down here. These are pretty. This one is a 2-pack. Ooh, this one's floral. I love that. Pretty florals, pretty butterflies. These are very nice. I like these. Yeah, it says always. That's new. That is absolutely new. You can't fool me, Hobby Lobby. It's not always been 40% off. All right, let's roll through some fabrics here for my friends that are into quilting. What are you working on right now? What kind of projects are you working on? What do you have going on for the summer? So let's look at some summer patterns like strawberries. I love this citrus one. It's got this gorgeous pink backdrop. Very pretty. My mother-in-law is an avid quilter and makes gorgeous, gorgeous quilted items. It's everything from things for the kitchen to bedding, you name it, she can quilt it. It is an absolute art form. Ooh, I love this pop lemons with that blue stripe in the back. That was fun. This one has a black background. Turn around here. Sorry, I'm trying really hard to not catch people in the background. I do my best. Sometimes someone's face gets through and my apologies. I don't mean for it to happen. But I do my best to blur, to block out. Ooh, that's pretty. And then with the butterflies, also really pretty. That phone, by the way, there's a phone right there to the left. It was ringing off the hook. At one point, I asked, do you want me to answer this? And they all just looked at me. So if you're trying to call the department here and get a hold of someone in fabrics, I might answer because no one else was picking up the phone. I do love that one there with the strawberries. I like this green too. It's a pretty green. a good floral. There are some fun fabrics in here. We're gonna check out these nautical ones here too. That one is gorgeous with the mapping on there. We've got our anchors. Creamy white background on that one. And we've got some patriotic ones over here. That one there's got kind of like little squiggles on it with dots. That's pretty also. I'll show you one here that is, of course, my favorite. Not that one. This one is my favorite. The silver in that, it pulls like kind of a shiny silver. It's real pretty. All right, we'll wander through here with candles. Lots of battery operated candles. This one I thought was fun. It had kind of a concrete look base. $8 for that one. The green one is in a hobnail glass. This is a glass with just a kind of a greenery, a plant type print on it. More hobnail there. What is this one? This is a really pretty kind of like greenish blue. $5 for this one. $6 for this one. And then we have this kind of cocoa color that's also really pretty. There's some good selections in here for the battery operated candles. Down on the bottom they have the ones that have the birch wood wrap on those. All right, and then we will browse around some florals before we head out. Spoiler alert, they are starting to bring in some fall florals. I won't go over onto that side, but I have a feeling that's what's going to happen pretty soon. You can see them kind of on the other side, and then there was already one section over here to the right that had some of the florals. So if you are still trying to get some of the spring florals, you might want to head over sooner rather than later to get your spring and summer florals, because we're starting into fall. There's even the fall garlands up top. And I'm noticing a lot of the containers for the spring items are starting to thin out a little bit, so they're not refilling them. And with that, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a beautiful day today. Take care, be safe. I'll see you in the next video. Birch Lane tomorrow, Home Goods on Friday. I'll see y'all then.